Hey, everybody up there in Alaska. This is Tanja Diamond, and I am down in Washington State. Super thrilled to be coming to Alaska in under 11 days. Really, really excited to have been invited to come and teach and share some knowledge and some of the things that I've learned over the last 40 years, almost 37 years. Wow. Yeah, I'm that old. Anyway, I know that frequently people have a lot of questions about Tantra, Neo-Tantra, and they go Google it. And that's a scene. Let me tell you, Googling Tantra, like you're going to get like tantrahookers.com. You're going to get thinking everybody gets naked and all. Whew, take a breath. First of all, yes, there is some of that going on. But that's not really what Tantra is. Certainly not what Neo-Tantra needs to be. In fact, the reason that I go and I teach in different areas of the country, and I do it in this kind of very safe, let's say even conservative fashion, because I work with people across all faith-based practices, religions, and things like that, is that this technology, and I call Tantra a technology because classical Tantra is a technology, is actually a scientific formula for being able to connect deeply with yourself, manage your energy. So that means like anxiety, depression, things like that, fear. Connect deeply with yourself, become aware of yourself and what kind of patterns you have, how to move into the world with more courage, how to have more confidence, how to make decisions from a better space, how to connect. And when I say connect, I literally mean connect, not sexual. Connect with other people, how to communicate as a woman with a man or with your kids. So it has far-reaching applications that are not just sex-based. When you can communicate better because you understand how to manage your own chemistry and anxiety or depression or fear, you make better choices with all of the people you're with. So even though when you Google Tantra or you think about Tantra or Neo-Tantra, you think, oh, it's all about sex, better orgasms, better lovemaking positions, getting naked with everybody and stuff like that. That's just not the case. That's some people teaching that, yes. My focus on teaching, even if you want to have an incredible sex life, which, come on, let's face it, who doesn't, is really still about these very basic principles and foundational principles of learning how to communicate, how to connect to yourself, how to allow pleasure. And when I mean pleasure, I don't use euphemisms. So I'm not using pleasure to mean anything other than pleasure, like, woo, enjoyment of life, pleasure, how to have more pleasure in your life, more passion in your life, all of that. When you can have that, when you connect to another human being, whether you're connecting love platonically, whether you're connecting to your child, whether you're connecting to your lover, it really is the same except for the non or sexual component. When you're communicating with your kids and your parents and your friends and things like that, you don't have sexual intent. When you're connecting with your partner, you can have sexual intent or not. You can choose either one. But we frequently get very confused because our sexual education is horrible. There's a lot of ignorance. We try to go find it, find information out, and we only find it on porn or through Google or whatever, but we're really misinformed about our own pleasure that isn't just sexual, but just pleasure. And we're confused about other people's pleasure and sexual pleasure. So what I love to do when I come and teach is I do these things called fireside chats on a Friday night. And the purpose of that is so that you come to talk and ask questions and kind of get an idea of like, what is this all about? But more importantly, who am I in regards to what I'm teaching? Because if you Google me, which maybe you have, Tanja, you got to spell the name right, Tanja Diamond. If you Google me, you'll see I range across a lot of things. I'm an author, I'm a TEDx speaker, I'm a life strategist. So, and I don't think of Tantra, I don't do erotic massage. And if you go look up Tantra, you're going to see a lot of erotic massage, half naked people on their website. Never going to see that from me. I'm an educator. I am somebody who likes to disseminate information, and I love to help people feel better about themselves And if you're in a relationship, feel better about your partner. Why do people come to me? People come to me for a lot of different reasons. I have CEOs that I help do billion-dollar deals. I have parents that come to me to help with specific issues around their kids. Maybe that's even teaching their kids about what to expect in a great sex talk with your kids, how to educate your kids. I go talk at middle schools about humanitarian, like how to have boundaries, how to say no, how to be a good citizen in the world. My TEDx talk that's coming out is about deliberate self-honesty, about why lying to ourselves is so detrimental and creates anxiety and depression and a lot of inner conflict. So I'm kind of arranging across the board. And yeah, do I talk about sex? Absolutely, because it's a part of life. Do I teach couples how to have great sex? Yes, but I do it all from this kind of practicality that I'm talking to you with right now. I've been on tons of podcasts, radio shows, I've written books, I've done a lot of stuff, and I cater to my favorite people are really the people that are what I would consider more like, basic America, relatively conservative people that are not going to go take their clothes off with a bunch of people who are not doing orgies or polyamory. And I would I say the average person looking to explore new ways of connection. And when I say connection, I'm not saying sex. That could be part of it, but really connection with yourself and connection with others. All of that leads to a better sex life. So I am well versed at talking. I've talked in churches about marriages and how to communicate better. And I've taught in some pretty racier type of environments about techniques, sexual techniques, and how to have better orgasms. And like I said, I've taught in middle school about how to just be a good person. So I don't think I'm pretty scary. I think I'm pretty basically down to earth. And one thing to know about anything that's related to Tantra or Neo-Tantra, and they're a little different. Tantra is about energy mastery, and Neo-Tantra has more of the sexual art components to it, is that, it's not, never do you have to get naked with anybody. Never do you have to do things outside your comfort zone. Never should a teacher ever push you to do something or shame or guilt you into anything you don't want to do. Really, it's about exploration. It's about exploring those parts that you may not know anything about. It's exploring what you're capable of experiencing in the world, but whatever fashion it is to you. And I like to land the plane on practicality. You might see it here. I'm cleaning today when I shot you this video. So I'm running around my house just cleaning. I'm not sitting around in purple robes or anything like that. Can I do that? Sure, absolutely. Am I doing that now? No, because I live a relatively normal life. Yeah, I'm super successful. Yes, I can do what I want. But normality in the sense that, I am actually a fairly modest person. Yes, I can use any word I want because I've been on radio shows being interviewed about all sorts of things. I'm not embarrassed or awkward to talk about sex, anything like that, or energy or spirituality or how to make a lot of money. Pretty much all the same to me. But I think that you will find that I love to be funny. I like for us to be laughing and having a good time. That's really what I'm about. I'm super excited, like I said, to come to Alaska and to see the beautiful state. I'm an animal fanatic. I love animals. So I'm hoping on my drive down to the Kenai Peninsula, I'll get to see some critters. I grew up in Africa, South America, Europe. I've been all over the world. And my favorite things have to do with nature and animals. And I hear it's a beautiful place. So I'm inviting you to come hang out with me on Friday night. Kind of check out, ask any questions you want, see some more about me, understand more about Tantra and Neo-Tantra, why they're different, what would Tantra do for your life or Neo-Tantra do for your life? And then just come explore. There's no price, nothing to it. Just come hang out with me. And then I am teaching over the weekend. I'm teaching a women's only class that focuses on how to have better pleasure, sexual pleasure in your life. I'm teaching a men's only class about how to be better lovers and how to get more pleasure for yourself and your partner. And I'm teaching a couples class for couples to come and learn how to communicate better and figure out what needs they're having and things that are just not maybe going as well, or if you're doing great, to up your game. And nobody's getting naked. Sorry. If you're disappointed about that, sorry. But that's not going to happen. It's definitely R-rated as far as conversation, but not with what we're doing. All right. Hope to see you soon. Yay, Alaska. Thanks so much.